Hola chicas malas, this is going to be my anti-haul. So it's not like a typical beauty haul where it's like, oh, I love these products so much. No, this is going to be a haul of some of the worst products over the last 30 days. I've seen how a lot of influencers kind of make everything sound like it's just so great, like every product is perfect, every beauty product works and it does what it says it's gonna do. No, it doesn't. So, starting off with our first anti-haul product. This is the Nutrius Brazilian Body Butter Cream. So it's supposed to be a dupe of the Brazilian body butter. You know that body butter where it's like, it makes you not have cellulite and stuff? This is supposed to be a dupe of that. This does not work. I put this on, it immediately broke out my legs. So if you're sensitive to, I don't know what this is, it has coconut oil. So coconut oil, that sometimes does make my skin break out. I've put coconut oil on my face before and my face broke out. So with this, I put it on my legs and my legs instantly broke out. I don't think that I'm allergic to coconut oil because I put coconut oil on my hair, I put it on my eyelashes, maybe just certain parts of my body are sensitive to it. But if anything proved that I have some sort of allergy, it was definitely this, Brazilian Body Butter Cream. It smells exactly like the Sol de Janeiro body spray, so it has kind of that caramely smell. It smells like caramel and butterscotch, so it smells really good. It has a good consistency, but it's gonna clog your pores. So if you shave and stuff and then you put this on, prepare for your pores to be clogged. Prepare to have a whole bunch of little tiny razor bumps. The next one is the Curls Blueberry Bliss Twist and Shout Cream. So I normally like Curls, I really like that brand. I love their blueberry oil. I put that on my edges, I still have some. That's probably gonna be one of my favorites video. But the Twist Cream. So I'm assuming this is supposed to just be for some sort of twist outs or it's like a styling cream. I'm not a styling cream type of girl. I have very fine hair. So if I put cream on it, especially a white cream, it's gonna build up, it's gonna make my hair look gray. So you guys can see that I used pretty much this whole bottle, so I got a pretty good sample of what it's like. I didn't just try it once and then I didn't like it. No, I used the entire thing and it just builds up on my hair. It smells really good though. So maybe you could put this on wigs or extensions or something if you just want a really good smell and maybe you want a wet look. I would use it for that, but as far as using this just to style, I think it's supposed to only be used if you do braid outs and stuff. So maybe I just used it wrong because I was kind of using it with wash and goes. But this is one of my least favorites. I'm not going to be buying this again. No shade towards this brand, but I won't be purchasing this. The next one on the list is this Sun Care Seaweed Bath Co. Cooling Mist. This is an SPF 60 and it has peppermint and aloe. So I got this from like Whole Foods or one of those expensive stores, but the way it sprays, like it just leaves a whole bunch of residue. It literally is just spraying oil onto me. It just seems like it's not very protective. When you spray it on you, it's not a mist. I like sunscreen sprays that have a mist, so I'm definitely not gonna be using this again. Well, I can put it on right now because I just wasted a whole bunch of it, so hold on, let me put some of this on. But look how it sprays on my arm. Do you see how it's just dripping off my arm? I don't know if you can see that, but it's just dripping off my arm. It doesn't mist on your body. It just has a very pointed spray, so you can't just spray this on your face. You have to basically spray it in one particular spot. You have to hope that you don't miss, and then just try to rub it in. This does smell good though. I'm obsessed with sunscreen. I love the smell of sunscreen. I actually just got a perfume that has sunscreen in it. It doesn't smell like sunscreen though. I probably should have added that to this anti-haul because I was very excited about that perfume. Like, oh, the smell of sunscreen. No, it doesn't smell like it. But this, I wouldn't buy this again just because of the price point and because of the way it sprays. Like, you cannot spray this on after you do your makeup. Sometimes I put on sunscreen, like I just spray it on my face, kind of like how you would mist it with the like the makeup facial mist. I do that sometimes with sunscreen. With this, no. This next one is by far one of the worst deodorants I've ever used in my life. This is the Lady Speed Stick, Invisible Dry. It's not invisible, it's too dry to the point where it just crumbles under your armpit. Let me show you how dry this is. Like, I literally have to scrape it with my nail just to try to get some of the deodorant off of it. This is super dry. So if you are an athlete, I work out a lot. I run marathons and stuff like that. I go running all the time. So if I'm in a rush and I need to put on some deodorant in the car, I don't want this to fail me. I don't want to walk around being musty because my deodorant didn't apply properly. So I don't wear this. I actually tend to wear this other deodorant. Maybe I'll put that in my next one. I've tried Lumi, so I do like Lumi, and then I like the Mitchum deodorants too. So I'd rather wear those. I'd rather wear Old Spice than wear this. For some reason, some of the women's deodorants, it's almost like maybe they assume you're not going to be very sweaty or something. I don't know if it's like just not made for athletes. But I need a deodorant that works. I live in Houston. It's hot as hell here. So I don't need something like this that's gonna dry up at the drop of a hat. So this is a part of my anti-haul, Lady Speed Stick. The next one is this AOA Studio Lightyear Cosmic Cowgirl Lip Liner. So this lip liner, it comes with a brush, but as soon as you put the lip liner on, so I'll show you. So I just put the lip liner on. Look how quickly it just disappeared. All I did was just touch it with my finger. Boom, that's gone. I'll do it again. I'll draw a star on my hand this time. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. First of all, you can barely see this. This barely shows up. This is not as opaque as like what you would think it is. Do you see how it's blending in with this wall? I was expecting like a brick type of color, like maybe a brick red, like a deep brown. This is very, it's just very translucent. It's very transparent. It smudges and wipes off very easily. I mean, I just feel like all I have to do is drink out of my coffee cup in the morning and this is gonna be completely gone. I will say this was very cheap, but it comes with a little brush on the other side. So when I put it on, and you probably can't really see it on the camera. Oh, and it just broke just right now on camera. So that's a piece of it that just broke off when I was just trying to draw it onto my hand. But when you draw it on and then when you try to do the brush part, the brush just wipes it off. It literally just erases it. So it's like, what was the point of doing the brush? Is this supposed to be an eraser or is this supposed to be blending it? Because usually with lip liners or lipsticks, if they give you a brush, it's supposed to be so you can kind of smudge it and blend it out perfectly. No, this just erases that shit off of your lips entirely. So I don't know if I just got a bad batch. This was very cheap, but it's definitely, it is not opaque at all. It doesn't give the color that it gives on the bottle. It's very see-through and it's just all you have to do is drink your morning coffee and this is gonna come off. So this next product, I had very high hopes for this one. I use this quite a bit. So this is the Argan Oil, or it's the Cream of Nature Edge Control. I like Cream of Nature as a brand. I like their shampoos, I like their edge control, I have their leave-in conditioner. So I've tried a lot of Cream of Nature products. I really like them as a brand. I like their price points, but this, when I first saw this, it's actually an edge control that's black. So when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be great. I have fine hair, it's gonna cover my edges. When I first put this on, I will say, it looked perfect. When I first put this on, it looked great. My edges were filled in. My hair looked nice and dark, it looked thicker, so it looked really pretty. But as soon as I stepped outside in the Houston humidity, I was meeting up with my friends at a running group. I actually was at the Houston Striders. So we were, shout out to the Houston Striders. We were doing a run, and so that's a pretty intense run. Like if you've ever been to that running group on their Tuesday meetings, you're doing sprinting. You're doing a little bit of sprinting. So I didn't notice how badly this melted until I saw on somebody's Instagram story, I had black streaks coming down both sides of my face. It got so bad to where it went all the way down on my shirt. I was wearing a pink shirt that day. My entire shirt, it looked like I threw up and just had black tar or something just all over my shirt. It literally looked like a baby bib or something with all these black dots on it. That shirt, I actually have to buy a new one because this stained it so bad. So this looks great if you just want to wear it for a couple of seconds, or if you just want to wear it for like a picture or something. You cannot wear this out in public. You can't go anywhere where you're going to be sweating, or if it's going to be hot, especially not if you have a wedding or some sort of event where you don't want your clothes to get messed up. This will destroy your makeup. It will destroy your clothes, but it'll look good when you first put it on. This is something where it's like you should keep this for Instagram. Okay, you know how some things belong on Instagram, other things you can do in real life? Just keep this on Instagram, okay? So this was a cute idea. I do love the concept of like black hair gels and black or dark brown edge controls. Actually, my favorite hair gel is that dark brown styling gel from the 90s. That's my favorite hair gel. So I was expecting this to be very similar to that, kind of giving my hair that extra shine, giving it extra thickness. No, it only lasted for a few seconds. So, and also I wasn't necessarily sweating that bad. It wasn't just the sprinting part that made this melt. You can see that I pretty much used the entire bottle. So it's not like I'm just using these products and just telling you after one use, oh, I don't like it. No, I try to use the entire thing before I make my decision. So I've used pretty much this entire thing. And at first I thought it was only melting because I was running. No, it just melts just on its own. As soon as you take it out of the bottle, as soon as you put it on something, it starts melting and it's gonna start falling down. Like when I wore my hair that day, it was just natural, just up in like a ponytail, just swooped up into kind of like an updo. So some of my hair was kind of hanging down. But as soon as you put this on, it starts going south. It starts gradually falling down all over the back of my neck. Like one time I went like this and then my fingers were just covered in like black. It looked like they were covered in black tar or something. So I'm gonna have to retire this one. I don't know if this brand still makes this, but if they do, hopefully they've changed the formula because this is not created for warm weather. It's not practical. It's a good idea, okay, but they just need to work on the formula. So that is my monthly anti-haul. If there are any other anti-hauls you guys want to see, you can just let me know. So this is kind of a beauty anti-haul. Maybe I'll do some clothing anti-hauls. I'm also going to be doing videos about some of my most complimented items of the month. So like most complimented perfumes, most complimented fashion items. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.